This would be a good setup for that. Alright, I don't know what the intro is gonna be. This is what I used to do for the videos. I'm like, what's going on, y'all? It's Mark Stunner. I don't know if that's gonna be the same.
How you gonna put some music with it?
I don't know. Someday it's gonna be raw. It's gonna be raw and uncut. What's going on, y'all? Mark Stunner. Got the cuz here for the inaugural episode. What's going on, fam?
What up?
We got the little collection. We're gonna be minimizing. We're gonna be working on that. Opening question. JD, what's your favorite shoe of all time, man? Style and colorway.
I have to go with probably the Bread Force. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, was it like early 2000s for the original?
See, I think they released 2002.
2002. Did you ever pair when they first came out?
No, wish I did.
How old were you? You was like, what,
22.
22. Okay. Did you ever own a pair?
None of the brands, but
Okay.
I've supported before.
Is that on your long-term goal list? I know they're probably up there, especially being from 02. I'm gonna say probably pushing. I'm gonna say like 500 to 800 right now.
Yeah, I definitely gotta go back and get them.
Okay. Hopefully they do like the reimagine where they drop them and just have just newer. Cause right now if you bought a pair, especially dead stock, man, it'd be crumbled. But it'd be nice to look at though, cause I always wanted like a pair of the ones, like the original pair from what 85. Just to have it, bro. That'd be cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just give us an update, man. What's it like being a full-time reseller? Just working on living your dreams, man.
It's about the mindset and the schedule. That's important. You gotta be on the schedule.
Okay.
Because the 9 to 5, it's always a schedule. You don't wake up every day and do stuff differently. You gotta have a good routine down for sure. For sure.
Walk us through, man. What's your routine look like on a? Oh, first tell them what you do. Tell them what you do.
Resell mostly shoes, some vintage, a few video games here and there.
Okay.
Sports equipment. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Now give us a breakdown of the routine.
Just wake up at least around 8 to 10. Sometimes I'll be sleeping in.
That too. More often than you should.
Yeah. And then sometimes go to the thrift stores.
Okay.
Sometimes I have my little thrifting route. Yard sales, estate sales, and try to get done around 3.
Okay.
Try to be back home around 4 or so.
Okay. Then what?
Yeah, try to get set up for the next day, like maybe clean some shoes, wash some clothes.
Okay.
Get set up for the next day.
So working, that's a lot, especially if you're doing it daily. What do you like to do for your wind down time?
Let's see. I would say, like after a whole day of thrifting or whatnot.
Yeah.
Probably just kick back, watch a little YouTube and Netflix, grab some popcorn.
Okay.
That's about it.
Nice. Yeah. See, that's why we're here today. I feel like I need just some creative outlets because I'd be just. I don't got much Netflix or YouTube, so I just work, think about work, or sleep, or just think about some inventory. So it's like trying to have a couple of things I can add to like a relaxed thing where you ain't like too worked up about it and kind of just kick back, but also still enjoy it a little bit. Trying to think of just some bomb questions to ask people, like just drop you like, what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you in your life?
What got you started in it or something?
I like what's the What's the most traumatic thing you've ever been through, JD?
Traumatic.
It all started when I was younger.
Traumatic.
Getting poison ivy that one time, that was pretty rough.
I would say probably losing my grandpa, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, because I ain't never really lost somebody close to me before. And it just, I don't know, it was just crazy situation because oftentimes, like, if I would like be fishing or whatnot, he'll show me a lot of things. Probably be. Yeah, probably like after they're gone, like I'll still be having dreams like we was still doing stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And you wake up to reality, and you're just like so sad because man, he really ain't here. I just thought he was, but I was asleep. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably traumatic up there.
Well, a lot of things, like if you go through a lot of bad things, it's the same thing. Like you'll eventually cope with it. But it's like with death, bro, you don't ever, like, it don't matter. Like, that'll always eat at you. Like for whoever you lose, and when you do, it's just like, you'll think about them less, but it'll always eat at you. Like, that's one thing, like, one of the worst things ever, man. But the sad thing, it happens to all of us, but you just got to enjoy the time, look back. I know, like, one day, fam, we're going to look back and be like, well, you remember that time we made that podcast episode? Just little things like that, you can just look back and kind of remember and enjoy it a little bit, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Think Tupac's still alive?
I kind of lost my hopes after 10 years away.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But out of all the people that, like, die, one of them's, like, dead. One of them's, like, really alive. I don't know who it is, but, like, I'm sure that, like, somebody is out there that we think is dead or is supposed to allegedly be dead.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think him and Biggie just, like, chilling right now, just laughing about it?
It's been so long, I kind of...
Think he'd be spotted by now?
Yeah, it's been too long.
Fair.
So, yeah.
Is there any conspiracy theories you believe in?
Maybe something about the shot.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, because a lot of people was having problems and just passing away. You know what I mean? So, they ain't trying to get that poison. You know what I mean?
Preach. Controversial. Somebody's got to do it. Fair. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I'm like nervously drinking water. I'm not even thirsty, but I don't know what to do right now, so.
It's hard, but it keeps asking, you know?
For sure. Oh man, let me tell you about my wholesale deal. So I've been sourcing a lot, been picking up. I just kind of like graduated to where I'm doing this just more. So when I first, like, since I've been going more, at first I was picking up everything like, oh, this is good, this is great, oh my gosh, like, you think you just got a bunch of gems, but then you go for a while, you start seeing like actual good stuff, then you look at your old stuff and you're like, this is garbage. Like, what's the oldest item you got you're sitting on right now?
Probably 2 years. Some old ink.
Okay.
Yeah.
I probably when I first started, so probably maybe coming up on 3 years. We're like two and a half years. Some of the first stuff I got, I'm still sitting on. You just gotta let it go at some point. As soon as I get off her, gone, bro. But you'll start like picking up some junk sometimes, just thinking, oh wow, this is good. And then when it don't sell for a couple of years, you're like, maybe this ain't that good. You gotta rethink it. So I I took a little drive on that wholesale deal. Met up with a guy, pulled in. I was trying to have him meet up the road, but he was trying to meet up near his house. I think it was a part of the strategy, man. So I get up that way, and then I tell him, give him the breakdown, told him what I want for it. And then he's like, man, I don't know if I can do that. So then I dropped it down a little bit. I dropped it down like a quarter of what I was asking. I'm like, I'll work with you. Like, I'm trying to do good business. I'm trying to have us both make some money. So I'll work with you. Dropped it down. He goes through, he's like, oh, it's really good. And he had his like girlfriend with him. He's like, she's like, no, some good stuff. We just got to get it for the good deal. Which is fair. You got to get it for the good deal. So then he's like, oh man, I have to get back with you. I don't really know if I'm trying to do this. And I'm like, I done drove all the way up here, bro. I spent probably 30 minutes just bagging everything. It was raining. I was up late stressing. Is it going to get rain? I went out there and tarped it with some old plastic from the garage, bro. Like, dude, this is nerve-wracking. I'm losing sleep over it. So I'm like, so then I'm like, I think he knows he got me because I keep, after every word he's saying, I'm like, I'm doing this. Like, but he knew he had me because I was like, what am I finna do? Just say, all right, I'm taking it back? I was like, dog, what are you, like, what are you trying to pay for it? He's like, oh, you ain't gonna like my number. I'm like, damn. You just start just like a little single tear came out. I'm like, okay, what is it? He's like, I kind of feel like I was talking to you, just leading it on of like I heard your voice. He was like, nah, man, you ain't gonna like it. Like, then he don't give me a number the whole time. And I'm like, he's like, well, I'm like, look, bro, I'm gonna give it to you for the low, 150. Take it, bro. This a lot lower than the ask. It's a lot. I probably spent $400 on all that stuff. It wasn't the greatest finds, but he gonna make probably 6-7 off of it, even selling it at the flea. So like, bro really playing with me. But he was like, but before that, he's like, man, I get pallets new stuff, so I'll hook you up. Like, do me right now, and I'll do you right later. Which I don't ever trust people on that because everybody's gonna have these great deals in the moment, and then you gonna call on them. But we'll see, He seemed cool though. I liked him, but you just can't ever count on people, man. So I let it go for the 150, bro. I'm like, I told myself, like, in my head, I'm like, if he says $1.49, I'm gonna just go take it on East 3rd and just give it to these homeless people. Like, for $1 less, I'm driving off. I'm gonna just go have all these like homeless people dressing up in this Nike, Columbia, and all that. Like, I'm gonna go hook them up. And he's like, yeah, I'll do that. So I got the money, and I was like, kind of disgruntled. I didn't put all that time into it. But the good thing, like, bro, I had junk everywhere, fam. It helped me clean up my room, and I'm getting kind of like a fresh start for all my like in-person sales. So it's worth it just to get it going for real. But while I was expecting to have a little bit more money, I'm taking a week off. I got banned on eBay. I got a problem with selling medical equipment. So I'll be back next week. But yeah, so I guess just have a fresh start for doing that and just be a lot more cautious of what I'm picking up. He told me like kid stuff. So for like all the good kid clothing, I'm gonna start a little bag for him and just keep track of what I'm paying for it, and then maybe make a little double up on it if I can get it for pretty cheap.
So he wanted kids clothes?
Yeah, and that's most people avoid it or throw it back. So
He wants it.
Yeah, so that's good. Even if I didn't get much, I'll be able to get it on the kids' clothes. 'Cause I showed him like a lot of Nike, Jordan, and some Adidas. Oh yeah, very good. I'm like, all right, cool.
Did he ask you where you got it from?
Nah, most good business people don't ask questions because most people gonna lie to you anyway. They'll be like, oh yeah, I learned this from a very close person to me. Oh, my supplier. Got those supplier, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this, man. This shit ain't even released yet. What are your thoughts on it?
Probably a personal for real.
If you hit on it, you keep it for the personal?
I probably would. I'm not crazy about yellow, but that shoe, I do like that shoe though.
Dang, bro, I sold my Nirvana shirt, fam. Or did I? I think I did. If I didn't, bro, that'd be so fire rocking the Nirvana, just some jeans. I've been stocking up on some jeans, bro. I looked in my I was looking through my dresser. I was like, bro, I really ain't got no pants or like no jeans. I got like 5 pairs of jorts, but I don't got a single pair of jeans. So I've been looking out for them. And I got proud owner of a pair of jeans now though, Banana Republic. So I'm be keeping an eye out. Oh yeah, I got them. I got one, but it's got like Paris, but it's got like a lot of like writing on it. So it's like I don't wear. It ain't really like a formal. I don't ever go to nothing formal, but I needed a pair for like a formal event. So now I got them Banana Republics. Let's see. What's a good quote you know?
Like, Alvin Bird gets some worm.
Yeah, sure.
You ain't first, you last. You know what I'm saying?
Who said that? Talladega Nights.
Yeah, Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby. Or Shake and Bake Ricky Bobby. Man.
Yeah, man.
What's your top 5 NBA players all time in order? Let's go number 1. We'll go back and forth.
I have to say probably EMJ.
Hate to say it, but LeBron James. Who you got at number 2?
Yeah, I say Kobe.
I'm taking Kareem. Number 3.
I have to say Bird.
Iconic. True inspiration. I'll take MJ at number 3. Number 4.
I'll just say probably Isaiah Thomas.
Okay. Maybe Will. I'd like to see people play in different decades. A time machine would be cool for basketball. Like I wouldn't even do it for nothing too crazy. Just have like just 5s of like everybody from different decades. Dude was dropping 50, but at the same time, it was on like some children, bro. Like I feel like I could have had a good little, maybe not 50 a night. I could have had like 1 50-point game back in. I feel like.
Yeah, I like to see Dr. J play.
Man. Yeah, back in the day, who was it? Somebody was a family member was living in Atlanta in like the 80s. And he used to take the kids to go watch the Globetrotters when he had the tire shop down there, or working at the tire shop down there. He'd take the kids to go watch the Hawks when Pistol Pete was there, and I got to see Dr. J play Pistol Pete Maravich at the Hawks. I think it was then. If not, it was a different time, but they definitely seen Dr. J playing in Atlanta, and they also seen Pistol Pete. I don't know if the time matches up, but they used to go down there for like the whole time when they was living down there. I always thought that'd been cool just to cradle it and then just like, bro, that's like, dude was nice. What are your give me 3 goals you're working on right now?
One's got to be find my life partner. You know
Okay. Talk to us about the life partner, man. What's that looking like?
It's kind of like going with the weather. It's like keeps changing. I'll be thinking, hey, this is it. And then, oh no, it's not.
You just finding just one thing you don't like about them, or they just switching up, or what's going on with it, man?
Probably as you go along, you just find out like they just suck, you know, like they smoking and all that stuff.
Yeah, expectations suck. Also, I seen this. It said like now that we're like we can see so many different women. that we're less likely to pick one because we'll be like, oh, well, this one's better at this, this, and this. It was like, that's why back in the day, everybody got married and it was cool because they didn't have access to social media, seeing all these girls on Facebook and stuff. So they might only have like 10 options. So when they pick that one, they're going to be pretty happy. But once you pick yours, you still going to see 500 new ones a day just scrolling on the internet. So that makes sense.
Yeah, I have a problem with the expectations I have in my head don't ever match up, like, on down the road, you know what I'm saying?
Blowing up, huh? Inspirational.
Yeah, of course, you know, building up Amazon FBA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe hiring like an employee, that would be even better.
That's definitely on my list. Getting employed.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep becoming more of like a minimalist. Oh yeah, I thought of this on the way down here. This is gonna be my FBJ program for you moving it. For each one of these, it's gonna be my FBJ. Let you post it. I was expecting to laugh on FBJ. I thought that was pretty good. I was just driving and it hit me. Give me a little chuckle or something, please.
Yeah.
Throw a dog a bone.
Yeah, I'm on.
Getting rid of them, get a little cash flow, and fight the temptations to wear them, bro. These are so hard. Like, you know what a Canadian tuxedo is?
So like that.
What? The shoe?
Like misprints of like light and dark and all that. Is that how they?
It's not. Give me one more guess of a Canadian tuxedo. Come on.
All black.
All denim. Denim jacket with jeans on. I'm gonna be if I keep them, I'm gonna have the very first Canadian 3-piece. I'm gonna have the jorts, the jerk, because I got a denim button down, then the jean jacket, then the jean shoes. Actually, that's the 4-piece. Maybe I could get like a little denim jat. Have a hat to go along with it. What's some other accessories? The jasses.
Tie?
The jai. Hey, I guarantee you they make a denim tie. I like it. I like these a lot. What's crazy, on GOAT, they'll go for like a little shy of 200 around that. But I got the cheapest one on StockX right now for sale at 300. Like, but with no box, it's like 180. So you telling me that's a $120 box? It's really just the black with the Jumpman, which is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
These, I think there's only like 4 of these posted right now. Like 4 different sizes. That was my very first StockX buy, I believe.
Is sell too good on?
No. There's not a lot of them, but also not a lot of people want them. These bad boys, these drop, These drop Saturday?
Yeah.
Man, the sneakers they was feeling so sorry for me. I ain't hitting like 8 months on a pair. They was like, hey, here you go. These. Cuz hooked me up on a trade. What was it, for a couple of jackets?
Pants.
A couple pairs of the pants. Yeah.
Can't go wrong with the Yeezys.
Can't go wrong with the Yeezys. Oh, we've been on here 5 minutes. No, a little bit longer than that. Huh. What's another top 5 list? Top 5 video games you've ever played, all time. First, or just franchises. Ain't gotta be the specific game. First for me, whenever I move into a house or something, like whenever I got my own spot, man, I'm gonna have a Gears of War marathon. I'm gonna have you and D over just just for like the nostalgia. Gears of War, that's goated, bro. Like that's up there. I got like so many fond memories of when you was living in an apartment. Boy, it'd be up so late playing on that, man, on that co-op. Come on now.
Yeah, I like old Donkey Kong.
That's a classic. That was finna be one of mine. It still can be, but the track for the you know, the underwater, I can't do it, but for all the underwater on what, Donkey Kong Country 3.
Yeah.
So I ain't played that game since I was probably like 10 or 11. And then like somebody had it on a YouTube video, it was like as a background of their intro or something, as they was like sorting through their stuff. And bro, like I just felt like the strongest like emotions, fam. Like I just like just so much. I was like, man,
Nostalgia hit.
yes, bro. I was like, bro, we was at your mama's house playing on this. I was so little, bro. I was like, oh my god, like it was just crazy. Just I just like, well, feeling it right now, fam. Like it's like, and sometimes if I'm ever just like, it's kind of just one of them days, I put it on, I just be like, man, you just feel it. Second, mine, probably 2K. None of them are like exceptional, but like it's been such like an intricate part of my life. I done spent a good 100 hours on them games. Some of them I probably spent 100 hours on a single one, maybe pushing 1,000 hours on them all in all. I'd like to have that time back, but it's one of them things. So probably 2K.
I'd have to say Streets of Rage.
I don't even know that.
Yeah, Streets of Rage for the Sega Genesis.
What was that like?
It's kind of like kind of like Street Fighter, but it's like a scroll through, like you just just go.
Bro, they had some of them old Ninja Turtles was like that. That was real fun on that.
Yeah, that's probably one of them too.
Oh, Mario, fam. That's a no-brainer. They got Mario Kart, Super Mario World.
You know, like Contra, pretty good.
PlayStation?
Regular Nintendo.
Okay.
Yeah, Contra. And Double Dragon too. I like Double Dragon.
That's old school, fam. I don't even know about that one.
Yeah, dude.
What are you doing, Double Dragon?
Double Dragon, man. It's a fighting game.
Okay.
Like the rest of them. Yeah, Double Dragon is lit.
Bro, on Street Fighter, or I think it was Street Fighter. Street Fighter had the green guy, the Beast.
Yeah.
And then the guy with the really long guy who could make his arms go real long. He inspired me for my fighting style, just to take like have a lot of range. Cause like bro would just like sit down and kick you on the other side, man. I was like, you gotta put that in the playbook. But then I found out you can't make your legs do that for real. Video games so funny for kids because like you in real life think you're doing that. Like you would jump up and try and hit a brick, thinking a coin's finna pop out, but your hand ends up bleeding. Like I don't know, childhood's like a fever dream for real.
Yeah, that's a Mortal Kombat.
Classic.
Yeah,
I got I think it was X because they had like maybe the most, or at least the most from like the ones I remember playing. Because with the DLC, man, like Jason was on there, Alien, Predator or was it Alien version? Something like that. But the combos are so crazy, bro. Like I like chess a lot, but it's like there's like so many openings and some stuff it'll just keep you like below the pack, just not knowing like up, left, right, down, square, circle, and you just like people really walk around knowing that. I know I remember like a lot of like the old GTA cheats for the longest growing up. I remember that for like the on like the start screen. Did you ever play Saints Row?
No.
It's on the 360. I liked all them pretty well.
I forgot about NBA Jam, man.
Oh, classic, man. What do it? Oh my, he's on fire.
Yeah. Boom, she like it.
If you had like one thing that you wanted like people to know you, like to like be like, oh JD, and then have that be associated, what would it be?
Probably like a hard worker.
Fair. probably say for me, disciplined. 'Cause I was talking about like just going through a couple of things, and one of my close friends was like, Mark, man, you disciplined, bro. So if you can, and then I was like, I started blushing, bro. I'm like, what, really? I'm disciplined? Because like really, you kind of go through stuff on your own, and then you don't really think like how someone else will handle it. So even if you're just doing it a little bit better, you still beating like the average. So I'm like, I feel like just that being a descriptive word for me made me feel like better about myself than almost like anything else I say. So that's definitely two things to aspire to be for sure. How old are you, Jeremy?
Just turned 43.
43.
Mm-hmm.
If you could talk to like a 10-year-old you, what would you tell yourself? Maybe stick to something or just focus on certain things, leave certain things alone. What do you think?
I probably go to church and stay following God's plan. Stay at my home. My home ain't being what I thought it would be. You know what
I got you.
I mean?
You feel like most of the bumps in the road has came from you kind of taking your own route instead of following what God's got planned for you?
Yeah, I was hard-headed, and I think, even though I like certain women, oh yeah, I just like this certain type of women.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can tell, and none of them wasn't about love, or they'd be here.
Man, that's real.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let's talk about nature versus nurture. You got two sides to it. This, I feel like however you came up, you kind of favor which side more. But for me, I feel like it's best to just throw somebody to the fire and just let them go through a lot for like character development. Like, I feel like if you grew up with like an easy walk in life, I feel like you can still get stuff done, but I feel like you go to more heights knowing like lower lows, you'll have higher heights because you done seen that, and I feel like that just puts that dog in you to keep on grinding. What do you think on that? Or you feel like it's like, I'm talking like just going through just the worst of the worst, and it's like that's gonna break a lot of people. Kind of like that, like David Goggins mindset. Shout out to David Goggins. But like that mindset of just be hard, get after it, just go through hell because ain't nobody else doing that. So you're just gonna set yourself up for a better future by going to the extreme. Or you feel like it's better to be kind of nurtured and kind of ease into life and slowly find your path?
I kind of agree with you, you know. If you've always never had anything, that's going to make the drive even more to become something.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah, I think I'll push you for sure to become something you ain't never been.
Mm-hmm.
Where you came from. You know what I'm saying?
Like that Eminem upbringing. I remember he used to talk to me like that. Like, it was kind of like, in some way, it definitely, I would say, inspired me. You'd be like, dang, you got this and that going on. Kind of like Eminem, but he's successful now, so keep pushing, Mark. You tell me things like that, but that really used to give me fire. I'm like, you know what? You're right. So, yeah, I appreciate that, man, because it, like, I feel like you kind of helped me, like, without even knowing it, you kind of helped me get ready for, like, the grind of life and knowing, like, hey, life sucks right now, but one day you're going to be shining. You just got to get after it. And it's going to suck for a while, but if you just stick to it, like, stay 10 down, you're going to be great. And, like, that, I feel like that helped me, like, subconsciously, because, like, I ain't never even thought of it until, like, we're talking about it right now, and I'm like, yeah, I think that kind of motivated me to, like, just get after life more. What do you think's been, like, the biggest thing to make you just, like, what drives you? Like, what's your why? Like, what are you getting after? When you wake up, what's on your mind, dude, to pursue greatness?
Probably buying back my time.
Okay.
When it's coming up, you know, couldn't make money off the internet or nothing. So now you can, and I done went the traditional route, going to college, doing all that stuff. And if I can go to college and graduate, I can scale reselling FBA, Amazon and stuff. And really what drives me is probably the freedom to do what I want, you know.
Very good. If you could take that time back that you was in school, would you go to college again, or?
I mean, glad I went for cooking.
Yeah, that's always useful. That's always applicable. Making that good meal.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just stick to the resale because then that's enough. I feel can touch that, you know.
For real.
Multiply money on a daily basis.
Yeah, you can't do that. Even like in the stocks, bro. Like you're doing it and you can do it, but at the same time, you might have a rough day. You might lose all your money, bro. Like if you're doing options, bro, it's gone. I done did it. Like I was saving for the longest growing up. Like, and then I'm like, okay, I'm 18. I can spend some money. Let's see what this bro. I lost my ass, dog. Like, I don't even. But that drives me. It's a part of it. But like, bro, I done lost it all. And then some people like, if you mess up, just be hard headed and get it back. And I'm definitely hard headed. One might say. But I'm like, but I ain't never doing that again. I learned my lesson. I ain't doing these options. And then I was like, okay, mess around with these stocks. Bro, I lost half my money. Pulled it, never again. And then I stumbled across the resale. I've lost money on a deal. But long term, I'm up exponentially, you know?
Yeah, the long term is you're going to be up if you do it right, for sure.
The learning curve is crazy, though. I feel like most people, if you know what you're getting into, will avoid doing it just because, like I'm almost 3 years in, and I'm just now getting to the point where I would say I'm competent. I'm not even good at it yet. I feel like I'm just barely being, like, competent in the resale. I feel like that's the best attitude to have, though, because the moment you're like, oh, I got this down to a T, like, there's always new ways to be better and learn more. So, just got to keep on learning. I wish I watched, like, I know you watch a lot of, like, stuff, like, resale stuff. Do you always watch that or what?
Probably over half my time, probably, yeah.
So how many hours a week are you watching resellers and just like bolo stuff like that?
Let's see. Let's say at least 10 hours a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, I wish I was on that time because like me, whenever I get on there, I watch like a UFC video, basketball video, something like that. Little like Dave Chappelle. I've been watching a lot of like stand up here lately. But I wish I'd done that more because like you definitely like you can't beat learning while you just kind of doing whatever. That's why like whenever I'm doing stuff around the house, that's like most of the time I put something on like that just so it's like I can be taking it in while I'm focusing on something.
Yeah, look at like as a game that I gotta win, you know.
Gotta win.
So that's why I put in the time and the knowledge. So when I'm in the field, I know what to look for. I know I'm gonna make money on my buys, you know, and that's about it, man.
I got you. I like the idea of just doing like research while you're waiting in between, like just looking at new stuff. But like having that knowledge already, you can't beat that because then what if your phone's dead or something like that? If you see it right away, you're going to know to jump on it. Somebody else might know too. And then you there, somebody else done got your money and took off with it.
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely putting a lot of time into your resale business. What are you hoping like comes from that?
That one day I'll in my warehouse.
Okay, how big?
Probably maybe 10,000 square feet.
We're doing it big.
A few employees work for myself. Be my own boss.
Okay. what would you do for like? Would you want other people to do your interviews, or would you want to do your interviews for bringing people on?
I think I do a 2-step process. I'll be the first one, then have somebody else do the second one. You know.
Okay.
So, hopefully from the jump, I kind of know if I like the person. I mean, like,
Yeah.
get a feel for them. You know.
But I feel like I'm too goofy, man. I feel like I'll be just talking to somebody and I just start messing with them. I'll be like, you ever, I don't even know. Cause like I had this one boss, man. You know who Alex Jones is? No, bro. He's he got a podcast. He got kicked off YouTube. He'll like call, it was like the Sandy Hook shooting. And like he was calling their parents and being like, those kids didn't die. He got like a real, his voice is like, he's like, the kids didn't die. You're an actor. This isn't real. And the parents was like crying on the phone. He's like, this is a conspiracy. And then he's the one that said, they're putting chemicals in the water that turns the frogs gay. Yeah. Yeah, boy, he been kicked off YouTube for a minute because he be real controversial. But yeah, but we'll watch here in a minute. Like, bro's hilarious. Kanye West recently got on his podcast, and Kanye had like a mask on, and he was like, "Let the people interpret it," or something like that. Then he said, "What was it?" He was like, "I love Hitler," and then Alex Jones is always on one, just saying something off the wall. You know it's bad when he is like having to correct somebody. He's like, all right, we're going to commercial as soon as he said that. Shout out to Kanye. He's for the people, man. But he got on there. I'm trying to think. He was like, bruh, I'm trying. I screen recorded just so I could look back at it. Like Kanye was snapping on there. But yeah, Alex Jones. I forgot what was we saying about Alex Jones.
He's just off the wall.
Oh yeah. So I had this one job, bro. Oh, this is crazy how this happened. So I went and I had a interview, and I was talking to the people. They was like, "Hey, we'd love to have you here, but it says you can't work Sundays. We get busy on Sundays." I'm like, "Yeah, I can't do it." They was like, "Well, I'm sorry, we ain't gonna be able to." I'm like, "Okay, trying to honor the Sabbath." I was pretty firm on that, so I was like, "Dang, bro," I was kind of stressing, man. Shout out to God, praise God. I got home, I'm like, "Dang, it's kind of rough, like, but I feel like it's what I needed to do." And then, bro, I got an interview at this other place the same day, man. I go up in there and get the job, bro. I applied the same day, too. But I get there, and this guy is crazy. I mess with him, though. He would, like, up until, like, lunch, he was cool. But then after lunch, he would play, like, Alex Jones, and then, like, try and convince me of just this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know about it, man. I'm not sure. He's like, they don't want you to be sure. They want you to think like that. I'm like, dude, who is they? And he never gave me like a solid answer. And then I ended up leaving there, man, because like I was like, dude was so off. I was worried like I wasn't gonna get paid at some point, just because I'm like I was getting paid, I was getting my check. He'd steal a couple minutes off of us. Like he wouldn't ever let us get overtime, even if we was there like extra 10 minutes, whatever. And I wasn't feeling that, but just besides that, like. I would be stressing, like, am I going to get paid off this? And also I have to wake up stupid early. So I'm like, nah, bro, this ain't. It's time for bigger and better things.
What's that? Dumpster job?
Nah, the RV one.
Oh, okay.
Why I lied to get up in there with my experience as this master carpenter. Nah, bro, I ain't never been no good employee. I'm a good self-employed, though. That's one thing that kind of like bothered me. I was like watching when I first got into resale, and I was watching a guy. He was like, "Yeah, you might not be a good entrepreneur if you're not a good employee." And that kind of like, I'm like, I try and be like, I hear this, and then kind of listen to someone's take on almost anything. So I was like, He was like, yeah, I was always like employee of the month. I was working hard because if you work hard for somebody else, you work hard for yourself. I'm the opposite. I don't see the point in trying to make someone else a lot of money when I can go do the same work and make more money, or do more work and make more money. So like that concept of just working hard, that ain't never really, until I started working for myself, that was never really like kind of big on my mind. So that stuck with me. I'm saying like, oh, well, if you ain't a good employee, you probably won't be a good like employee for yourself. And like that kind of was like discouraging. But hey, you see it, bro, full time. You know, we making it work. This week suspension kind of sucks, but we'll be back at it, man. What's
You gonna show you got equipment on there?
Nah, bro. I think I'm gonna start going in there with like a yardstick or like just to get my measurements. And then if it ain't closed, or if I don't know exactly what it is and what it ain't, over with, bro. Cause I'm thinking like, if I do this for another month, if I get put out for a month, it's over with, bro. What am I gonna do for a month? Like, get a real job? Nah, I doubt it. I done got spoiled, bro. So I'm on the resale for life. So I wish I had a way to sell it though, cause like the money is there, fam. I think like, and it's hard too to like, I didn't know what it was. I real life thought it was an air compressor. They going for like $200 to $400. Like, of course I'm gonna sell it. I want $200 to $400. What are you talking about? If they got me for a week and I got 400, bro, a lot of people don't get 400 in a week at their clock-in job. I picked it up, paid like $4 for it. Like, come on now.
You seen the sales too?
Yes, bro. I go set up at the flea, be like, hey, $50. You go get suspended about it and get you a couple of dollars. I got like a little.
Card, man.
True.
Yeah, 400 on the
Yeah, I'll probably do that. I got a couple things I was getting knocked off on there. I thought about just selling at the flea, but yeah, I might try Macari. It'd be a shame if old Macari knocks me off too. What's your favorite and least favorite app to sell on? I feel like Poshmark's probably my least. I feel like that's more like women's clothes, and I just ain't got a lot of it, so I might have had just like one sale on that like ever. But also I ain't been posting on there because it ain't never been good for me.
Yeah. I ain't playing Posh and Facebook.
Bro, Marketplace has been moving for me. I got more like bigger items now that I've been moving. Bro, it's like clockwork, fam. Like I done made a play today.
You gotta meet up with them though, no,
yeah. Yeah, you the type of guy to hop on a podcast and stay out the picture of the camera because you don't want to be seen. So you probably ain't trying to meet up with nobody in person to sell to them either, huh?
Oh no, that's something big or something.
What you worried they gonna?
You said those M&M sections on Facebook?
Yep. I got asking, bro flips too. He gonna ship it to Japan and he probably gonna double up off of me. So he told me like anytime you get like Americana stuff like that, bro, he said he gonna pay. And he didn't haggle or nothing, bro. He's like, hey, that's what you want?
So double up for both of you?
Nah, bro, I made big off that, fam. That was probably shoot, bro. That's more money too. Maybe quadruple, 4x.
Man.
That's probably one of the biggest. Cause I done put some money in. Like with some things, if you pay it for $1 and you get 20 out of it, that's good. You making 20x, but that's really $19. But if you do that and you really got some money into it, come on now. So that's definitely like it'll be kind of slow, and then I'll just get a big flip like that, and you just be like, "Is this real life?"
Yeah, like you kind of down and out, dude. All of a sudden, bam! No, I'm back in the game, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing with thrifting more. I got more pocket change, cause like before, I would go and I would just buy more expensive items, and now I'm getting stuff for so cheap. It's like, say I'm getting $300 a week at my job. I'd live off probably $200. I'd go invest $100 real quick. Okay. So now I'm still living off that same $200, but what was costing me $100 might be costing me $40 now. So I got an extra 60, but I'm making more than that 300 because every single day I'm trying to add value to the business. So it's like that snowball effect, man. What's your next level up in the business game? You think of like a small storage, or you think you gonna go big and just get that whole warehouse?
I may try to finesse something in the backyard and see what I can do.
Okay.
We kind of go from here, I guess.
How big on that? Something small, something a little bit bigger, or what?
Probably. Maybe like a 20 by 20 or something.
Okay.
But I like to have like 2 levels, so it's bigger up.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, that'd be huge. I wish my little setup was something like that, but I feel like you definitely drop a bag on it if you're doing that. You're going to have to pay up on that.
Yeah.
Outside of the resale with like clothes and stuff, what's something you'd like to graduate to get into? Would you ever flip cars or get into real estate or?
Yeah, I probably dabble into some real estate.
Okay. What are you waiting on that?
I heard that starting next year the housing market's gonna be like on the upturn, so
Getting it for cheaper or more expensive?
supposed to be getting it for cheaper.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a play on that.
Did you get like a little fixer upper, or would you want it already ready to go?
Probably fix it up.
Okay. Get it for definitely cheaper and then that's the thing I always liked about the idea of that is then you got like your creative vision, however you want it. Would you rent it out or would you rent out here?
Probably try to hurry up and put as little much money into it as possible, and then flip it quick and let them know here.
So would you want to rent it or sell it?
Probably rent it out first.
Nice. Yeah, that passive income, man, that's huge because, like, regardless of how much money we making, we got to actively be here to ship it, take pictures and all that. So getting to that level where we ain't got to do much or as much, man, that's the dream for sure. Well, what's something you wanted to, like when you was little, what'd you want to grow up and be?
I'd be a max professional.
On the bikes? I ain't never known that about you. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, maybe you need to check it out. It's called RAD.
Okay.
R-A-D. Man, I had that tape, VHS tape, running constantly. Everybody watching the top my 2 years was RAD.
How old was you at this time?
Gosh, probably around 8 all the way up until probably 16 or so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a bike racing movie, and it inspired me. Like I would always get a piece of paper, draw out a number, tape it on my bike handlebars, just like that movie.
Nice. You go just jump off stuff or what?
I got all the tricks in there.
Okay.
Yeah, about died twice, but I had to tell you.
Part of the fun, man. Give you a legacy.
Yeah. I think twice I jumped a big hill. Used to be in my parents' backyard. And I was flying too. I was jumping this hill. So I was jumping. I hit up in there. Handlebars flew off the bike. So I was up in there just flying backwards. Then my back hits the ground. Bam! I don't know, handlebars just came off. I don't know how.
You go to the doctor, you walk it off.
I just laid there for about 5 minutes and got up.
Okay.
Happened to me twice, man.
Handlebars fell off both times.
Yeah, so I don't know why, but it just flew
Sister
off.
might have been messing with you. Go out there and jimmy the handles beforehand.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Let's reminisce. What's some like pranks you remember pulling when you was growing up?
I don't know if I told you this, but I put one off on your brother before.
Okay.
Yeah. He was probably around maybe 10. Of course, I was probably pushing 20.
Okay.
He fell asleep in the car that I was driving back somewhere.
He ended up doing this to me. I already know what you're finna say. You've not told me this, but this same thing ended up happening to me. Go ahead.
So my friend calls me or I call him. So he does it when I may go home. I got Rich in the car or whatnot, you know. He's like, oh, Alfred, you got Rich in the car, bro? Yeah, bro. He asleep too. What, bro? It's like, yeah, bro. So he was like, man, bro, I got an idea, man. Let's just pretend that we get carjacked with Richie in there. I was like, all right, man, so just come my street real slow, and I'm gonna put on this mask and, you know, being all black. I was like, all right, bro, yeah, that's cool. So I go up the street, go real slow. My friend comes out, seems I open the car. Get out of the car now! Get out!
We started screaming.
I said, oh no, Richie, no! And he throws me off in the ditch, and my friend hijacks the car, gets in the car, and pushes the gas on the car, and takes out Richie in it. And I'm not really sure what happened after that. It's been so long ago, but I just asked Richie, man. He not freaked out on that.
I ain't know.
Yeah, so.
That same thing happened to me. One of your good friends was involved. Might have been the same one. Used to be over here all the time, man. You love him. You daydream about him. You ask about him all the time.
Snuffy.
Yep.
Oh, Snuffy did that?
Yeah, man. So we was down in Wallaceville, and we down there, bro. I'm back sleeping, catching some Z's. I'm out riding around with these hooligans.
Real light.
Yeah. Got schooling the next morning.
Where y'all?
Huh?
Richie, where y'all?
Yeah, he was driving.
Oh, okay.
Man, Snuffy up the road, man. I guess I had that same call.
Like something happened to him.
We in that, yeah, this is just trauma, just downhill trauma. Richie got it, I got it. Whoever else is gonna get it next, man.
What do you want to do, man?
Exactly the same, bro. We down there, we driving around. He stopped. He's like, oh, hold up, who is that? He's like, hey, I'm like, what's going on? Like, man, you don't recognize? And they was like waving. He's like, hey, let's see if they need help. And he's like, hey, what's up, man? Bro, he pulls it out, man. He's like, yeah. He's like,
What were you doing?
I was like,
Did you wake up?
no, I went back to bed. Yeah, man, I'm up at this one, I'm like,
What'd you say?
what am I gonna say? I'm a child, dude. I'm like elementary school. Please don't do this. You're better than this. Talk him down. Nah, he's like, I think that might have been somebody else with him.
Did you scream?
I don't even remember, bro. It's like just a bad moment in my
How was
life.
you feeling?
Feeling good, Jimmy. I'm feeling great.
You were terrified?
Horrified, man. My heart dropped, bro. It's still. I'd be like uneasy thinking about it. Like just like. Whatever the opposite of nostalgia is, like an evil version of nostalgia, just like fear.
How did you know it was a prank? How long did it take?
Right for a minute, man. They put him out the car, man. He's like, no, help me, Tom, or something like that. He's like, man. Then he's like, I'm like, I thought it was like the Joker done kid. I mean, he started laughing, and then he's like, put his mask on. I'm like, okay.
So it was Snuffy, and he got in the car. Did he pedal on the gas? Did he take off?
I think he just like drove up the road just a little bit. He wasn't even like gunning or nothing. That was like kind of more creepy because you're like, what are they about to do? Because he's kind of like going off the way, like on like the back street. And you're just like, dang, bro. For real, man.
Was just you and Snuffy in the car?
They might have been somebody else.
You can't remember that, really?
They like was like tormenting Richie out there, and then we started driving. I do remember that though. He's like, it's like pitch black, bro. It might be like 2, 3 a.m. fam. It's like just awful times. Try.
Oh well.
Here's a good memory. I remember riding around in the cab, man. That was you had the little videos on the screen, bro. That was like peak mid 2000s, boy. You had the hookup on that cab. So tell us about the cab, man.
You had a 2000 Cavalier Z24 log kit, some engine mods, LED touchscreen,
Iconic.
stereo, aftermarket stereo, with a system in the back, 212s.
Well, that thing was kicking for that little car, man. Was it Pioneer?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
It's just sitting at your parents', ain't it?
It was until they came by and bought it one day.
How much? Probably like 300.
8.
Okay, nice. Was the engine blew up or what?
It had a lot of miles, like 200 something.
But would it still start?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, okay. We got that cab, it done blown the head gasket up there.
Oh yeah, blue.
Yeah, man, it's got like 300,000. The motor done blown up a couple times. It's over with. But that used to be so embarrassing having to ride around in that thing, man. Everybody, people pulling up, man. Their parents pick them up in a dang real nice Tahoe. They riding big in a Suburban. Some of them got the Escalade. I think his old had like a Charger or something. He used to pull up. He used to just be like, hey, y'all. Like, he let us look at it. That was so cool. And next thing you hear is, boom. And that ain't the bass. That's just the car like kicking to stay alive. Starting, stopping. Wheelbase on this. You having to whip it like that. You just like tucking your shirt like this, walking by people to not get seen, man. I feel like that like builds character though, for real. Cause like growing up riding around in that, like that ain't cool. Like I feel like some people, they parents gonna have a nice rider. But like when you first get your car in high school, they gonna be like, if you got like a Mercedes or your parents hook you up, bro, your game is so easy. Like all these little girls will be like, yeah, what's up, girl? I'm in this Mercedes. Hop in, okay. Bro, I was in a beat to hell Buick LeSabre from '97, bro. You gotta find it in you to really be somebody and like communicate. Cause if not, you got no. When I was like 18 when I first started driving too. I was old. So to finally grow up and have something is huge. Like, and I feel like you just kind of be like, okay. Like, you don't see much, you be like, okay, you ain't gonna have much. You want it, but you don't expect it, or feel like, oh, somebody gonna, nah, bro. So when I first got that Buick, boy, I was so happy. Like, he was all busted up, fam. I was like, well, I love this thing. I had the PA in it. You used to just ride around, you just talk to people out here from like 10. When I first got it, man, I drove up the road. Bro, I was at the school up there, and they heard me back at the house, fam. That mug you could probably hear me like, probably 5 miles away if I had it on full volume, bro. Beat up Buick, man. What was your first ride?
Nissan Sentra. I think a 94.
Okay.
94.
What year was it when you got it?
97, maybe.
Okay, so yes. Was it like for the time? Cause like right now, if you drive like a 3 or 4 year old car, a lot of them still gonna be like 20 to 30,000 depending on what it was. I know it wasn't 20 or 30,000, but it was it still kind of close or like probably like what 3/5 of the price of a newer one, or did the price tank, or did they hold their value, or what was that like?
Only three years old is only like I think 3,000.
Okay.
3,000 or 4,000.
Was that pretty standard for like newer vehicles at the time?
Just like a few years old.
Okay.
Vehicles, you know.
Was there something you wanted more, or was you happy with it? Just happy to drive, or what?
Oh yeah, I know eventually I'll get me something on my own, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's all I did when I turned 20. I got my own car.
And was that the Cav?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And then what'd you get after that? Wasn't the Jetta, was it? Oh, you had two Jettas.
Yeah, it was a black Jetta. Yeah.
And then you was in the truck, and then the Jetta, and now. So what's the next ride you getting?
Golly, man. Maybe a Toyota or a Honda.
You need something big, man.
4-door.
Need your little Crown Vic. Oh, what? Haunted episode. You need you a big ride, fam. You need you that big boy. You need an inventory hauler. Oh, man. Neighbor across the road, she got a van from like 93. It's a big, G20 Chevy? Fam, that's pimp my ride for real, bro. There's so many little hookups. You got to turn something off at the battery so it don't run the battery all the time. It's got like LED lights on the inside, like you flick it, goes around. It's got a bed in the back, bro. And it's got like, you can flip a switch and the bed like goes up, fam. Like, it's crazy, bro. 3rd row seating.
Sell it?
I'm trying to get it. She's like, oh, I need to ask my nephews, Goldfish's grandsons, cousins, uncles, and he's in Atlanta, and he's but his cell phone service is weird down there, and his dog only wants to be reached on Tuesday, and his like, I'm like, my heart skips a beat. I'm like, oh, I'm finna get it. I like it, bro. I'm ready to spend some money on it. I'm ready to get it rolling. It's been sitting for a minute, but it's got some work to do. But like, I'm hoping I get it, but it just be this and that, and you just be like, bro, just let me get it. And if he does want it, I'll just give him a couple $100 to get over it. Like, that's a dang good deal. And also, this I'll see it. It's been sitting there for like 6 years, cause he done got it. Unless he's just really like petty and like he'd be like, I'm gonna just rain on his parade because now that someone else wants it, I'm gonna get it. Like that's kind of messed up. But people like that, so I wouldn't put it past nobody. But hope I get it. I'll probably take the bed out, but at the same time, bro, that's kind of hard. Like that YouTuber you watch. If I ever did like go up somewhere, if I ever went on like a thrifting extravaganza, bro, he'd be sleeping just on the back. Bro, I'll have it's a full bed, fam. Like, maybe a queen size, like you can lay all the way out, like it goes a long way, so you ain't having to crunch up. Like, nah, bro, you in like that's like a little like probably like the size of the laundry room of just like do what you want back there. Lights all in there. The windows are super tinted. Like it's clean, bro. You gonna see me riding? You probably get like 8 miles per gallon, but like it look good, and you can put a lot of inventory in there. Well, man, it's been great. It's time to wrap it up, man. What's the final word, man?
Stay hustling.
Stay hustling.
Stay grinding, and if you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hands. You know.
Is that from JD himself?
Yeah, man. If you see the vision, you see it. One day you can just have it and hold it in your hand, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Appreciate you coming on, man. Any shout outs, man?
Shout out to D, Dakota.
Okay.
He's gonna be next.
Shout out to him. He in the bloodline. He's on the way up.
Yeah.
Big time. Okay. Anything else? Final topics you want to discuss? Anything like that?
No, I guess that's about it.
All right. I don't know what we're gonna do for our send off. I wish we had like a little band or something could play us off like the Tonight Show.
Yeah, I'll put in some outro music.
What's your favorite song? Top 3 songs before we go.
I like MC Hammer Too Legit to Quit.
Nah, bro. MC Hammer.
Too
Okay.
Legit to Quit.
Okay. Number 2. That ain't your favorite song, is it?
Hey, man. It's up there.
It's okay.
Little Cool J. Wanna Sit Knock You Out.
A classic. Last but not least.
Good Boys. I'm playing tricks on.
Do the beat for that. Let me. I'm gonna just loop that, and I'm gonna put that on here. I'm gonna just loop you doing that, and that's gonna be I'm gonna fade out. All right. One last time, thank y'all for watching. Damn, bro, we was in it for 1 hour and 12 minutes. Thanks for hopping on.
Yes, sir.